All right, so we can get started. So find some space in your room. So we're going to do legs up the wall. And so you're going to find either a pillow or the wall. The pillow you can put underneath your tailbone and literally let your legs just dangle above you. Or you can bring your hips up against the wall. So you maneuver your hips close to a wall, lie on your back, and move your legs up the wall. And it's going to engage, so this yoga pose engages your core and your hip muscles. And so you just extend your legs so that the backs of your legs are resting fully against the wall. Relax your neck and place your hands on your stomach, or maybe on your heart or on your side. And then let's focus on our breathing before we really get into our flow here. So together we'll breathe in and sigh, exhale it out. Another inhale, exhale. Grateful that we made it to the end of our week. We're safe in our homes. Breathing in, letting go of any stress or fear that might be in your heart today. So I'm going to share while you're in legs up the wall, and I invite you to close your eyes and sink into the angel card, the angel guidance for today. So your angels are always there beside you, supporting you, guiding you. And in times, challenging moments, it's great to call upon the angels and say, I need, your support or signs. So they're always there giving us signs. So I shuffle our angel empowerment deck, and at random, I ask the angels, what do we need as a collective right now, today, in this moment? And so a 2-word mantra is actually what it is, and it's what if. So focusing on relaxing in this legs up the wall, I share what if. The possibilities are endless. The angels guide you just this thought and for this moment. Spend time with your thoughts. The angels know every thought we have because they are partnered with us day to day. They witness us not seeing or feeling the power within ourselves. The angels see us questioning ourselves and the divine messages they are sending us, which will help lead us to our dreams. This is because we fear what if. These words fill the airwaves of our mind with doubt and insecurity. What if doesn't look like a phrase that we can carry paralyzing fear. However, what we attach to this phrase is what will guide our actions. Our words have wings that take flight when they leave our lips. Thinking about what activities would you like to do if you didn't limit yourself to the what if? What are your fears of failure? What if I can? What are some of the possibilities? So flowing with this in our minds, what if? The angels wanted you to ask yourself that today. And it couldn't be more perfect to move through a yoga flow and ask ourselves, what activities would we like to do if we didn't limit ourselves? What fears of failure do we have? Making note of it. And maybe if something comes to you while you do this yoga flow, write it down at the end of the flow. I like to keep a journal by my yoga mat because a lot of times ideas will come to me or I'll feel a release. Yoga is very much bringing the breath and the movement together so that you can release. and let go. So if your eyes are closed, bringing your eyes open and slowly coming away from the wall, letting your legs come down and making your way back to your mat or removing the pillow, and we'll get started on our yoga flow. What if, right? Are we gonna think what if in a negative way or what if in a positive way? We have the power to create our thoughts, and the angels do listen and they support us. So coming to a tabletop now on your mat, and we're just going to take cat-cow. We're going to inhale as we drop the belly, lift the crown of the head, and on your exhale, dome the spine, and inhale cow, exhaling for cat, and take 4 on your own. And after you've done that, you can push back to a down dog. Getting your breath introduced to the movement. So trying to move with your breath, inhaling for cow, exhaling for cat. And in your down dog, pedal your dog. You may have already started doing this. Walk your dog. It always feels so good. So from your down dog, you're going to walk your dog and then bend your knees, come to the tips of your toes, and then just slowly walk yourself to a forward fold. Letting your head and neck and spine just release here. Maybe you bend the knees because your hamstrings are tight. Just fold down. Big inhale. Big exhale. Inhale to halfway lift, straighten your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to your first plank of the day. Holding here, breathe in, and then exhale out. Holding here, checking your alignment in your plank. You don't want your booty sinking down. You want your spine straight. Imagining you can put a cup of water and balance it. Holding, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Feet are hip distance apart. Shoulders are stacked over the wrists. Now we can release it. Lower down, low plank. Option to come to your knees. Inhale as you come up to your cobra or your up dog. Up dog, straightening the arms. Tuck your toes under. Push back, downward facing dog. Walk your dog. Pedal it out. Maybe you come to your tiptoes and you drop down. Come up to your toes, drop your heels. Play around and just see how your body feels this morning. Bend your knees, come to your toes, and walk to the front of your mat again. Forward fold. Starting with simple sun salutations. Inhale, halfway lift. Forward fold. Plant your hands to the mat and flow through. Plank to low plank. Inhale as you come up. Cobra or up dog. Flowing with what if, right? Asking ourselves, what do we want to do in our lives? Making that list. Removing the fear. Bringing the right foot to the top of your mat. Dropping the left knee. Sweep your arms up, low crescent. Take your arms into a cactus. And let's lean back just slightly. Breathe in, opening your chest, your heart. So what if in a positive mindset? Breathe in, Exhale out. Let your hands down to the mat. Bring that back foot to meet the front. Find yourself in a chair. So you're in your chair position. Inhaling, exhaling. Maybe you sink down a little further, maybe you don't. Looking down, can you see your toes? If not, bring your knees back slightly. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale and twist right. Letting the left elbow come to the outside of the left thigh, right thigh. So sorry. No need to confuse. So hard enough that we're in a virtual space, right? So holding your twist in your chair. Inhale now, and on your exhale, forward fold and let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands and flow through. Always an option to skip your flow if you choose. You can go right to a down dog if you want to skip your flow. Walk your dog. Bringing the left foot to the top of the mat. Drop your right knee. Sweep your arms up, low crescent. Bring your arms into goalpost, cactus, and then lean back slightly. Inhaling. Open your mouth, exhale it out. Opening the hips here slightly. Bringing your hands down to the mat. Bring the back foot to meet the front foot, chair. Find yourself in your chair again. Getting into it, ready to flow. Breathing in, exhaling out. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, exhale, twist to the left side of the room. Right elbow on the outside of the left thigh. Breathe in. Your gaze can be looking to the left or it can be straight down to your mat. Holding for one more breath here, doing so great. On your exhale, forward fold, let the head and neck hang down. Inhale, straighten your spine. And then exhale, fold in and plank position. Warming up the body some more, flowing through. Always an option to kick this up a notch and add a push-up before you come to your chaturanga. Bringing the right foot to the top of the mat. Holding here in your runner's lunge. Bringing your arms, balancing up to your crescent lunge. Imagining your feet are on a railroad track. So you want some distance in between where your feet are standing on your mat and sink into it. Inhale, exhale, lower it down a little further. Always an option if this is tricky to keep your left knee on the mat. But while we're in our crescent here, bring your hands to your heart and twist to the right. So you're in a standing crescent, twisting right. Breathe. Exhale. Very good. Plant your hands to the mat, step back to your plank, and simply bring the left foot forward now. The left foot comes in between the hands. Runner's lunge. Your left leg is in a 90 degree. Right leg is straight. Gathering your balance, sweep your arms up, crescent lunge. Inhale, exhale, sink a little deeper. Bring your hands to your heart, inhale, and twist to the left side. Big inhale. Maybe you open your mouth and sigh it out. Hear your breath release from your body. Plant your hands to the mat. Step back to a plank and flow through. Lowering down. Maybe adding a push-up. Maybe skipping your flow. Whatever feels right for your body this morning. Walk our dog here. Sway your hips side to side. Check back in with yourself. Thinking about that intention we shared with our angels. What if? Lifting the right heel to the sky. Bringing that right foot to the top of your mat. Drop your left foot. Warrior two. Cartwheel your hands open. Double check your alignment here before you sit in your warrior two for just a few breaths. Bending that right knee 90 degrees if you can.
Oh, shit.
Left foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Shoulder blades down the back, gazing over your middle finger. Breathe. Reach forward, flip your right palm, and let your right palm come up over your head. Reverse warrior. Bringing your left hand to the back of your thigh, or maybe your left arm comes around your low back. Big inhale into your side body here. And exhale it out. Another big inhale. Exhale. Drop the forearm to your right thigh. Lift the left arm up, extended side angle. Stretching, opening, creating space for our day. Bring your hands to the mat. Point both feet forward. So you're in a runner's lunge. Plant the left hand on the mat. Raise the right arm up to the sky. Dragonfly twist. Gaze is straight or looking up over your hand. Step back to your plank position and flow through. Bringing the left heel to the sky. Carrying that left foot to the top of the mat. Cartwheel up, warrior two. Coming into it, sinking in. Reach your left arm forward, flip your left palm, and reverse your warrior. Breathing. Left forearm, left thigh, reaching the right arm over the head for your extended side angle. Option to bring the right arm around your low back for a half bind. Not letting the shoulder come forward, but rather trying to open it up, strengthening your back. All your muscles are engaged here. This may feel like a challenge, but breathe through it. I invite you to try the challenging moments. Bringing your hands to the mat, facing forward, runner's lunge. Plant the right hand and lift the left arm up, dragonfly twist. Bringing that hand down to the mat. Bringing your back foot to meet the front foot and let yourself hang here in ragdoll. Grab your elbows. Let your head and neck and spine hang down. Maybe you shake your head yes to what if, knowing that you can achieve anything that your heart wants. Shaking no to the self-doubt that might be creeping in. From here, coming slowly rising up, bringing yourself to a wide leg stance. Your feet are pointing forward. Legs are wide on the mat. We're going to clasp our hands behind us. So clasped hands, inhale, exhale, slowly lower down, letting your arms come up as far as they want, letting the head hang down. Opening your shoulders and your chest. Breathe. Slowly coming up, bringing your hands to your hips now. And pivoting your left foot. So your left foot points forward. Bringing your arms into your T triangle pose. Letting that left hand slowly come down to the shin. Or maybe if you have a pillow or block. Being mindful that your right shoulder isn't leaning in so much. If you want to bring your left hand higher up to your knee or your thigh, this is a stacking pose. Imagining your top half of your body is stacked right along the bottom half. So we're not leaning forward. We're keeping ourselves straight as possible. Breathe into your triangle here. Bringing your hands down to the mat. Step back to a plank position and flow through. Coming to the top of your mat from your down dog. Find yourself in that wide leg stance again. And just squeeze your shoulder blades together. Hands on your hips, squeezing your elbows. Inhale. And just slowly let yourself come down into your forward fold. Letting the hands come down to the mat. And then we're going to walk our hands to the right ankle. Option to slightly bend your right knee if your hamstrings are tight. Let your head hang down. Bringing your hands now to the left ankle, walking them over. Breathe in, exhale out. Flowing through, rising up slowly, pivoting the right foot, facing forward, arms in a T shape, and slowly bring that right arm down for your triangle. Gazing up, looking up your left arm, or your gaze might be straight. Remembering to keep your left shoulder in alignment with your left hip. Breathe in, exhale out. Coming up from our triangle, pivoting to face the front, runner's lunge and plank. Flow through. Flow through. Remembering that you can do anything that your mind wants to achieve, even in this time of complete uncertainty. We're all asked right now to change the way we were living before. We're all asked to stop and just be in our homes. So in your down dog, our next flow, we're going to come to the top of our mat. Find yourself in your gorilla, bringing your hands underneath your feet, letting your head and neck hang down. Pressing into your hands, pressing your feet into your hands, feeling the low back release, the hamstrings, stretching, bring some breath into it. Now, release your hands, bring your feet together, sweep up, chair pose. Taking and slowly lowering your booty down to the mat, coming down for a little bit of ab work. Lowering down, keeping your legs lifted, head is lifted, arms are lifted. Crunch in for 10. Lower down, 9, 8, 7, 6, you got this, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now lower down to the mat. Rest yourself for a moment here. Strengthening our core and challenging our body to become stronger. The movement is so important every day because we're moving a lot less than we were before, right? Being grateful that you showed up to your mat today. That's wonderful. All right, so coming into a boat pose. So bringing your knees bent here. Or maybe you take a boat with your legs straight, or maybe you keep your legs on the ground. Holding our boat pose and just tapping the right foot down. And then left foot. So tapping down, so for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower yourself down. Almost there. Stick with it. You're doing such a great job. So while you're lying there, let your legs come up, and we're gonna just reach for our toes. So reach your fingers to your toes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your neck and head. Grab your feet, happy baby. Letting the knees come outside of your arms, so your elbows are on the inside of your knees. All right, so while you're in your happy baby, lay flat on the mat. Take a big inhale, big exhale. And from your back, come to a seated position and just find your way back to your downward facing dog. So however your body needs to make your way back to your down dog, find your down dog, walk your dog, check back in. How am I feeling? Hopefully more stretched, more open. Now bending your knees, coming to your toes, option to walk or float to the top of your mat. Sweep your arms up for your extended mountain pose. Coming into tree, placing your left foot. Your toes might be touching the mat. Maybe your foot is balancing here with your left foot on your shin, or maybe your left foot comes all the way up, carrying your left foot to your upper right thigh. Not having your foot up against your knee. And if you balance and fall out, so it is. That's okay. Come back to your pose. After you found your tree, grow your branches. Breathing. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, exhale. Close your eyes while you're balancing. Give yourself a little challenge. It causes your body to have to counterbalance. You have to use a lot of muscle counterbalance when you're in tree and you're trying to balance. You might find that you're really wobbly. All right, from your tree, we're gonna just drop our branches down to the ground. Bring your hands down to the ground. Let your left leg stay lifted, standing split. So your left leg is reaching up. Let your head and neck hang down. Standing split. Breathe into it. Whew. Now revolved half moon, plant your right hand and slowly lift your left arm up. Well, we're doing half moon here. So right hand is planted, left arm is raised up. Your left toes are pointing straight to the wall. Now revolved half moon. Plant your left hand, lift your right hand from half moon to revolved half moon. You guys are doing great. Breathing, not forgetting to breathe. Balancing here, strengthening your muscles. Now bring that right hand, so both hands are on the mat. Drop the left foot, find your feet in a pyramid position. And just let your feet come into, imagine those railroad tracks that your feet are aligned on. And then lower over your right leg, pyramid. Option two, if you can you can open your stance up if you want to bring your forehead to your knee. So you might have to pivot a little bit, but it seems like an uncomfortable position, but it actually brings blood flow and squeezes your adrenal gland. So bringing your forehead to your knee. So holding there and breathing into that actually helps say hello to your adrenal gland, which is responsible for your metabolism, immune system, blood pressure, and stress. So it is a pretty important gland, right? All right, so coming out of your pyramid to plant your hands and step back to plank. Step back. I invite you to flow or skip your flow and all meet in a down dog. Bend your knees, come to your toes, float to the top of your mat, sweep up, extended mountain. Bringing that right foot to your ankle, your shin, or your upper left thigh. Grow your branches. Maybe you change how your arms are here. Maybe you have your hands in prayer. Maybe in your tree right now, you want to clasp your elbows. Maybe you close your eyes. Give yourself that challenge of counterbalancing while your eyes are closed. Holding your tree, remembering that thought, that notion. What if? Ask yourself that question, thinking of the positives rather than the negatives. Right now, we're in a state of what if. What if with fear attached to it? Can you shape that up? Change it to a more positive mindset. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands down. Float the right leg back. Standing split. Head and neck are hanging down. Letting them be relaxed. Breathing, not forgetting to breathe. Woo! Bringing the left hand to the mat, reaching the right arm up. Turning your right hip open for half moon. Right toes are flexed and facing the wall. So your toes are pointing towards the right wall. Half moon, looking beautiful. I wish we were in the studio together. Don't we all? What if, right? Plant the right hand to the mat. Lift the left arm up, revolved half moon. Now your toes are pointing down to the mat. Flexed foot, toes pointing down. Breathing. Bringing the left hand to the mat. Drop that back foot, pyramid. Leaning over your left leg. Let your head and neck hang down. Checking your alignment. Option to bend your knee, right, and bring it to your forehead. Your forehead touches your knee. And you breathe into that. Waking up that adrenal gland, reminding it that you need it to function. Keeping your immune healthy, your metabolism on point. Breathe, releasing stress. One more big inhale. Exhale out. Plant your hands to plank and flow through. hands back to your feet. Find your feet at the edge of your mat. Kind of wiggle your feet. Yogi squat. Malasana squat. Coming down. If this is difficult to bring your heels to the mat, you can just let your hands come to the mat to support you. Opening the hips here. Holding in your yogi squat. For those that want to try their crow, I invite you to plant your hands down on the mat. I like to bring my feet together and then come to my toes and let my heels, so my heels are touching, bending my knees, and then I kind of tuck my elbows underneath my knees here and slowly just play with leaning into and supporting yourself on your forearms, or not your forearms, your triceps. Holding your crow if you choose to take your crow. If not, just stick with this Malasana squat. And then coming out of your crow slowly from your Malasana squat, we're gonna just walk our way to a child's pose, bringing your knees out, big toes touch. Reach forward, let your head come to the mat. Relax, rest. Active rest in our child's pose. Oh, coming up out of your child's pose, bringing your belly to the mat. Getting ready for your locust. Letting your cheek rest on the mat. Arms are alongside your body. Zip your legs up together. Lift all together, inhaling your head, chest, arms, and your legs for your locust. Breathe into it. Massaging the organs under your belly. Squeezing your shoulder blades together, strengthening your spine. This is an opposition. We're holding here. One more breath. Opposition to all the hunching over that we do throughout our day. I'm hunched over a computer. All right, release. Taking locust one more time, or option to take bow pose. Bow pose, you grab both of your feet, top of the feet. Whichever you choose. Coming to locust again, or bow pose, come up. Inhaling, remembering to exhale out. Inhale, exhale. One more time, inhale, exhale, lower yourself down. Great job. Pushing back into your child's pose.
Was there all push again? Well, we knew we missed the boat and we'd already missed the plane.
From your child's pose, pushing your feet back to a down dog. Lift the right heel to the sky, coming into pigeon. Take that right knee to your right elbow and let the knee trace the forearms down to the mat so the right knee is towards the edge of the mat. Your right foot is underneath your left hip. If you're familiar with pigeon, you can lower yourself down. Right, inhaling as you lower down, exhale. Letting your head rest on the mat or a pillow if you have one nearby. Enjoy this pigeon pose. Another breath. Now wiggling that right leg out from underneath. And then bringing the right heel back up to the sky. You're in a three-legged dog. Bend your right knee, open your hip, fan your hip open, trying to keep your chest and your shoulders straight. Lifting that knee, twisting it open, the hip. Drop the right foot to the mat. Lift the left heel to the sky. Bring that left knee to your left elbow. Trace your left forearm, bringing the knee down to the mat. Wiggle your right hip on top of your left foot. Lower down. Pigeon. Thinking about that question, what if? Are your thoughts riddled with what if in a scary, fearful way? Or in a positive way? What if we all come out stronger after this stall opener? What if I find an even better job, depending on your situation, right? What if I learn something new? Always be open to your thoughts within. What's flowing in your intuition? Go with that. Fulfill it. All right, wiggling the left leg out, finding your left heel, reaching for the sky, three-legged dog, and bend your left knee, opening that left hip. Maybe you take a really big inhale here, open your mouth, exhale it out. Try that again, inhale, exhale, drop the left foot to the mat. Walk your dog, drop your knees to the mat. Let your tops of your feet rest on the mat. Lift your right arm up, thread the needle, right arm up, and let the right arm come underneath the left. Letting your right cheek, your right head, right side of your head come to the mat. Bringing that right palm back to your tabletop here and lifting the left palm up and thread it underneath your right, letting the left side of the head come to the mat. Bringing that left hand up, find your knees in your child's pose, come into your child's pose. Then come up. I'm gonna have you bring your right foot on the outside. So straighten your right leg, but your left knee is in a child's pose. Now slowly, respecting your body, bring your booty back as if you're coming into your child's pose, but your right leg is extended out to the right. Option if you can bring your head to the mat or just hold here for this hip opener. One last opening, releasing any stress that we were holding onto from our week. Ready for the weekend. Coming back up, bringing the right leg in and extending now the left leg straight out. But your right knee is pointing out for a child's pose. So slowly coming down, left leg is extended out. Coming up, and then bringing yourself to lying on your back on your mat. We'll take 2 bridge, and then we're gonna rest in our Shavasana. So coming, bringing your fingertips to your heels, laying on your back. Your knees and your legs are about hip distance apart. Inhale, lift your hips up, shoulder blades are squeezing together. Option to clasp your hands.
Gaze is up to the ceiling. Thinking about your possibilities are endless. What if in a positive way? Breathing in, exhale out, lower yourself down slowly. Maybe you bring your knees in to release the low back. Lay here for a moment. Making you uneasy all the time. Bringing your knees out so they're hip distance apart. One more bridge. Option to take wheel if you choose. Maybe you bring your hands underneath your low back here, just as I'm doing. Give yourself a little bit more of a push up with your hips. Bridge is strengthening your back, your spine. Inhale, exhale, lower down. Great job. Let your legs come out on the mat. Let your head relax. Letting your palms face down to feel grounded. Or maybe your palms are facing up to receive for acceptance. Getting ready, I'll mind the time in our Shavasana. Give yourself this moment to rest after you worked and moved your body. Yoga very much is about a release. And so drink a lot of water today. So thinking about that release, being proud of yourself for coming to your mat. Let's take a big inhale. Release the exhale. Hear it release from your body before you rest. Inhale. And let it go. Relaxing your head, your eyes, your cheeks, your mouth, your neck. Relaxing your shoulders. Imagining that relaxing, you're just melting into your mat, your arms, your wrists, your hands, your chest, your belly, your hips, your thighs, your shins, your ankles, your feet are just melting and relaxing. Knowing that you're supported and your angels are here for you. I'll mind the time. Enjoy your Shavasana.
I've been sleepless at night, 'cause I don't know how I feel. I've been waiting on you, just to say something real. There's a light all around, and I think you know. Morning is come, and I have to go. I don't know why, I don't know why we need to break so hard. I don't know why we break so hard. But if we're strong We're strong enough to let it go. Oh, 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 oh. Let it all go, let it all go, let it all out.
If I look back to the start now, I know I see everything true. There's still a fire in my heart, my darling, but I'm not burning for you. We started it all, and I think you know. We waited too long, now I had to go.
I don't know why, I don't know why we need to break so hard. I don't know why we break so hard. But if we're strong enough to let it we're strong enough to let it go. Oh, 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 oh. Let it all go, let it all go, let it all out now. Let it all go, let it all go, let it all.
Coming back to your space. If you stayed in your Shavasana, wiggle your feet, wiggle your fingers. Maybe give your head a little side to side nod and bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug and thank yourself for coming to your mat today. Roll over to the right side, your fetal position, and make your way to a seated position. Option to bring your hands to your heart, closing your eyes. Big inhale, big exhale. Together one more time. Inhaling, exhaling, remembering our angel guidance. What if? The possibilities are endless, right? Remembering that your angels guide you for just this thought and just for this moment. Spend time with your thoughts. They know every thought we have because we're partnered with our angels day to day. Don't question yourself. Don't let what if be a fearful statement. Rather, use what if in a positive mindset. The light within me honors and greets the light within all of you. Namaste. Great job. So I would drink lots of water, especially right after class. And if you had anything that feelings that came to you through the class, it's always great to journal it out. It's a great release. So I'm wishing everybody so much love and lightness and happiness, and happy Friday. Option to send that Venmo to Alia-Sobel for the protective face shields for our brave medical staff. So we're supporting the masks being made, and then they're being delivered to all the hospitals and senior care facilities. So thank you guys.